Tidy 80s guys, 80s and 90s video world. The greatly late 2018 Thanksgiving gobble special. Hey everybody, I am the one, the only Tidy 80s guy, and welcome to Tidy 80s Guys Great 80s and 90s Museum. This past month I've had a lot of things to do getting ready for Christmas and a lot of stress to deal with, so I'm very sorry that I haven't had a new episode until this one. And though it's almost 2019 and I haven't covered any Christmas episodes yet, here it is, as I said in the last episode, our first ever Thanksgiving episode. Thanksgiving is that greatly special time of year when you look at all the things in your life that you're grateful for. That includes all the good things along with all the mistakes that you learn from that lead you to even greater blessings. I'm greatly thankful for my family and friends, especially my best friends who are like brothers and a sister to me. And the biggest tradition for this time of year is to gather together all your loved ones for a Thanksgiving gobble feast. Whether you have it on Thanksgiving Day or before or after, depending on everybody else's schedules, there's going to be Thanksgiving foods that you enjoy the most. 3 of my top favorite 80s and 90s Thanksgiving foods are Ocean Spray jellied cranberry sauce, stovetop brand stuffing, and pumpkin pie with original Cool Whip. And after you eat all that food, you might get really tired, especially if you eat a lot of turkey. And that's when you lie down and take a nap, and then you wake up and somebody turns on the Nintendo Switch and you all enjoy some relaxing Nintendo Switch indie games. And relaxing Nintendo Switch indie games are something else I am greatly thankful for. In a world that is so full of so many ultra-violent games, it is so refreshing to know that I can turn on the Nintendo Switch and download some classic, peaceful indie games. So let's go back in the day to the 80s and 90s to check out these relaxing indie games. Now let's dive into the ocean for this game. Oh! Don't be scared. Remember, this is a peaceful video game. Are you ready? Okay, let's go! Wow, there it finally is, 512 feet down. And the game we're going to focus on in this episode is Abzu. Abzu takes me back to the 90s, where as a kid I began my fascination with the ocean and its many mysteries. That was one of the pictures from the Nintendo Switch's Nintendo eShop page for this game. I first played the game on the PS4 back in 2016, which was the year that the game was released. I had a lot of fun with it and played it for a dozen or so hours, taking a lot of screenshots and posting them mainly to my Twitter, or as I call it, my Ty-Witter account. Though I downloaded Abzu, I pre-purchased it on the Switch. I have yet to play this version, but I've heard many great things about it, and it got some awesome reviews. So I have little doubt in my mind that it will be the best experience on the Switch, especially because it can be played portably. The eShop page's description reads, "From the artistic mind behind Journey and Flower, Abzu is a beautiful underwater adventure that evokes the dream of diving. Immerse yourself in a vibrant ocean world full of mystery and bursting with color and life. Perform fluid acrobatics as the diver, using graceful swimming controls. Discover hundreds of unique species based on real creatures and form a powerful connection with the abundant sea life. Interact with schools of thousands of fish that procedurally respond to you, each other, and predators. Linger in epic seascapes and explore aquatic ecosystems modeled with unprecedented detail. Descend into the heart of the ocean where ancient secrets lie forgotten. But beware, dangers lurk in the depths." Abzu is from the oldest mythologies. Ab meaning water and Zu meaning to know. Abzu is the ocean of wisdom. Anybody who really knows me knows that I love the Endless Ocean series on Wii. Especially the second and so far last game in the series, Endless Ocean Blue World! Yay! That game is full of hundreds of hours of things to do as you travel around Earth and explore many realistic undersea locations. But as the description for Abzu said, it is about the dream of diving. That means that you can't run out of air and you can't be harmed by anything in the game. You swim around and explore as much as you want before you solve those light puzzles that lead you to the next area. Those who really know me also know that I am really scared of the deep, dark depths of the ocean in video games. Or just the deep, dark depths of bodies of water in video games in general. The 3D games, of course. Although there can be some pretty creepy 2D underwater areas too. This means that there are areas in this game that have already creeped me out, and areas later on in the game that I haven't really fully seen yet, even though I have spoiled a good bit of the locations in the game. So I'm not looking forward to those areas. No! There's also statues that you can swim up to and sit atop of and meditate. These allow you to focus on the different fishes of the area and watch as they swim around and prey on other fish, no blood or guts, and just really immerse yourself in this beautiful undersea world. This is also an awesome time to take many different screenshots and share them on Facebook and Twitter. If you were to rush through this game, you'd get done with it within several hours. But if you really take your time and explore every area to the fullest extent, you can spend hours and hours and hours just taking screenshots and exploring it all. Please take your time and just enjoy everything that you see. Now here's some relaxing pictures from Abzu. Here's the diver gracefully swimming through a coral reef. And here's a great white shark swimming amongst a kelp forest. And that's it for my big preview of Abzu. Of course, we haven't really been at the deep, dark depths of the ocean. This is Doc Brown's newest invention, the Virtual Ocean Simulator, known as VOS for short. It was designed to help with my fear of deep, dark water. Unfortunately, it hasn't helped much and has made my fear worse. That's why I put the realism setting on a 3 out of 10. Now it's time to go back to the surface. All I have to do is point up 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Well, welcome back to the surface. Now go buy Abzu on the Switch. And here are two other relaxing Nintendo Switch indie games that I really think that you should check out. Make sure you check out the 4 greatly special links for these 3 games. Well, that's the end of this episode, so have a great night or day, depending on where you are, and be fantastically chipperific. Bye. The end. Gobble, 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 gobble.